And welcome back to the channel. Today with a very different type of video. We will talk about the patch 1.3. I will look at the big changes and will provide some timestamps in the description and the pinned comment if you're only interested in very specific topics. I try to give my impression and opinion about the changes because this gets requested a lot during the stream and in the comment section on YouTube. I don't really understand why you're interested in my opinion, but here we go. Before we start though, if you want to give feedback regarding the patch, I will provide a link for you guys to give feedback to Crytek, okay? It will be in the pinned comment. Please do not go on a rant in my comment section, because this will only get you shadow banned. That doesn't mean I don't want to have a healthy discussion. I know it's the internet and healthy discussions, but you get the point probably, okay? Give your feedback to Crytek directly and not to me, because if you give it to me, Crytek will not see it. Okay, there we go. So, additionally, also, please don't be too concerned about, for example, the wind field being OP once the patch drops, because almost everybody will play it. It's something new. People will just test the new stuff, okay? It's the same with the test server, for example. Like, everybody was playing the Winnie with levering on a test server, and everybody was like, oh my god, everybody's playing it, so it has to be OP. No, it's just the new stuff. Give it, I don't know, 2 to 3 weeks. And then we will see if there will be even a new meta, okay? By the way, this video was produced before 1.3 dropped on live server, so I'm using the patch notes from the test server. It should not be an issue, because, well, they're the same. The only thing that they did in the last couple of days was bug fixing. Should there be any changes that I'm missing, I'm gonna update the comment. Yeah, I'm gonna update in the comment section, in the pinned comment as usual, so you can check over there. And that's it. Okay, let's get started. First topic, new daytime map. Sunset. Loving this one already. Looks amazing. Nothing else to add. Maybe one day we will have a snow map or a rain map. I don't know. So far, we will have to live with the daytime settings that we have. And I think, especially sunset, looks amazing. Okay. Okay, next one. Adjustment of ammo types. I think the biggest thing will be the adjustment of the smaller caliber weapons and the change of how the damage drop off will work. Let's have a look at that. So you will see that all the compact ammo weapons got a buff. These are the initial patch notes because this right here got changed in not even 24 hours. Don't know what happened there, but the Bornheim being a 2-tap is kinda, yeah, I don't know about that. I think it was a little bit of a blunder there, because who in their right mind would make the Bornheim 2-tap in all honesty. So, I know that a lot of people are a bit concerned that the damage got increased, but the only huge change is the Nagant can now 2-tap. That wasn't possible before. Like the other pistols, for example, the conversion pistol, they can already 2-tap you at short range. But I tell you what, there is still damage drop-off, and it still mostly is a 3-tap at normal fighting distances across compounds. Furthermore, I think we can all agree that the 1.2 meta is long ammo right now, okay? Like, seriously. I mostly see Sparks, I see Mosin, I see Libel, I see a lot of uppercuts, and then I see Bornheims and Doors. And that's mostly it. Nah, that's not true. There are also quite some Paxes, but still. It's getting a bit tiresome. And if we're honest, most of the compact ammo weapons were weak. They were really weak. The winners from this change are definitely the science weapons. The Winfields and the Vedali. I mean, look at this increase of headshot range for the Vedali. It's pretty nuts, okay? Will compact ammo be the new meta? No, I honestly don't think so. I might be wrong though. Long ammo will still be king, but maybe not that dominant as before. Compact ammo still suffers from the same old problem, being inferior at long distances, which is fine by the way, but now they can compete at shorter ranges a bit better and don't get outperformed in almost every scenario. That's nice. People complained quite a bit in my Twitch chat that the Winfield will be OP, and I don't really get that. Also that the pistols can 2-tap now, we already talked about that one. No, honestly, it just got an increase of range and a bit more damage. And what really surprises me is somehow not a lot of people are concerned about this. This is insane. I tell you why. Not a lot of people have that thing on their radar. Right now, almost everybody takes a Bornheim over the officer pistol. Unlocking the officer carbine is not a common thing. The carbine will be really scary with 1.3. Why is almost nobody worried about that? I don't understand. People are crying about the Winfield. They're crying about the compact pistols two-tapping you, which, you know, only the Nagant can now do that finally as well. Every other one was able to do it as well. But hey. So, my conclusion here is this change will help to spice up the meta, so that not the majority of players run the long ammo stuff. That will be nice. What am I worried about? Officer Carbine, and in all honesty, the reduce of TKK. Like TTK, there we go. TTK is the time to kill. You're already dying kind of fast in this game, and now you die even faster to more guns. Let's see how impactful that will be. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comment section. By the way, this graph is in my Discord in the Hunt Showdown info channel if you're interested. Then, what else do we have? Levering. Oh boy. They gave the Winfield some kind of fanning mechanic. Now, hold your horses. Okay, it's not that great. It gives you the option to not get effing eaten by every shotgun out there and to actually fight back at close range. Levering got already nerfed. On the test server, they increased the bloom of the crosshair. I think that's fine. Please don't hate me for that. I played the Winfield on the test server quite a bit, and I played quite some Winfield matches before the patch dropped. I mean, you even saw it in the YouTube videos. And just a bit more damage will not cut it. It will not be enough because the Officer Carbine will be stronger. With Levering though, this might be different. It is fun. It is good. I'm not denying that. But it's not OP. Before the accuracy nerf, it was too strong. That's correct. But now I think it's fine. I just want to remind again that you will see a lot of this the next days or even weeks. Because lots of people want to test it. And that's fine. Just because lots of people are playing a specific gun after a patch does not mean it's OP. They just want to have fun with the new stuff. Like I had people telling me it's OP because everybody was using it on tester. We already talked about that one. But that's what the test server is for. You know, that they created for exactly that reason. I played one evening long ammo on the test server to see how you can contest it now at close range. And as long as you're not in the open, it's fair. You give this a bit of time, or you should give this a bit of time before, you know, you set the Crytek office on fire. What else do we have? New AI variants. Dr. Grunt and Concertina armored. Sweet! I seriously like this. I hope we get more like this. Keep in mind you will start to bleed once you hit the armored with melee attacks. I think the bomb lance is the only weapon where you don't suffer from bleeding once you hit them because it has the longest range. Will not work with a bayonet, by the way. At least not on a test server. We'll see. So take your throwing knife. With big bars, or if you know your teammate assists you, you will not even lose a bomb. So it's not that bad. Dr. Grunt drops a World Medkit once he dies and applies poison with his melee attack. I love stuff like this, seriously. They are kind of rare, but open up a few interesting plays. For example, you could kite one of these Dr. Grunts. You know, you shoot them in the leg and then you just kite them, or you know, just shoot them and you kite them into the boss lair, for example. And you get an extra medkit charge. I hope more like this will happen. They could even carry guns, not shoot them obviously, and when you kill them, they drop ammo. That might be something very, very cool. Okay, next up. New weapons. This is interesting. We have right here the Mosin Obris drum. It is basically, when you take two of those, double uppercut with slower 2-tap interval due to the bolt cycling, but without the long reload times. So you can shoot, switch, shoot. That will be nice. But then you have to cycle both rifles. On the other side, you don't have to reload these things. Like, ever. You have no spare ammo. So, it's weird to play them. They're fun, but really weird. Let's see. Then we have the Martini Marksman. This is really cool. I'm personally a huge fan of the Marksman scope. That I not so much because it's blocking too much from my screen and it's not giving me the zoom that I need. But another Marksman scope, that will be fucking nice. And it's also not very expensive, so another cheap sniper weapon. Definitely gonna play that one a bit. Then we have the weapon ringing. This was basically done to nerf the spamming of certain weapons, like if you go full laser beam with the chain pistol, with the Avtomat or the Bornheim. After a couple shots, this feature activates and it muffles all the sound around you. And this is really a huge deal because you will not even hear grunts anymore walking up to you, other gunshots, anything, people sprinting at you with a saber from the side. You will not hear this anymore. And also the sound effect itself is something acceptable right now. At first it sounded like sizzling bacon. It was very weird. The argumentation why they used this was basically people who are a little bit disabled regarding their hearing. It might sound like a tinnitus or however you pronounce it in English, I don't know. And I understand that, but the sizzling was just weird. So they got rid of the sizzling and now we have only the muffled sound, and I think for now this should be fine. I think they got enough feedback regarding that one. They changed it really quick. Say what you want, but they do listen to most of the feedback from the community. I think this is still quite nice. I don't like the spammy weapons in general, so nerfing them a bit is okay in my opinion. Let's see. Next up, the Decoy fusees. Well, interesting. They're basically copying the sound of the fusee of the explosives. This is pretty nice, because you absolutely have no idea if it's gonna be a real frag bomb or, for example, a decoy fuse. You can only check by looking at that decoy. And I don't know about you, but I will probably not risk that, because once you check if it's a real one or not, it's gonna probably blow up in your face. So this would be very nice to make people move. You're unsure if there's somebody in a room or in a building, toss a decoy. And you will most likely hear them move, because it's just too risky to gamble that it's not a real one. Somebody's holding an angle that you need to push, toss one, wait for him to move, push in. And the best part about this is they are a tool. Like, I was worried that they would say, hey man, this is a consumable. But no, it's a tool. So you don't have to sacrifice a very important consumable slot, and they come in a pack of 3. Nice. I tell you guys, the Bamboozle games will be very strong. Well, next. So what else do we have? We have the Gunplay. And I really like this a lot. So the Chaos Bomb gets changed. It's not as easy anymore to, you know, with the old Chaos Bomb, the one that we had right now, you immediately knew after 1 or 2 seconds, hey man, this is a Chaos Bomb, okay? You couldn't fool anybody with that. Now they do act differently, and they seem to work a little bit better. Then also having melee attacks for bayonet, tail, and crossbow. I think everybody wants to see a little bit of change there, so that is nice. And this will be really interesting, guys. Derringer, throwing knives, decoys, and blank fire decoys are now 100% refilled when their tool slot is randomly chosen for resupply upon looting a dead hunter or using an item box. Jesus Christ, thank you. This was such a pain in the ass. You lose like a single throwing knife, and you know the next time I'm gonna use the toolbox and I need that medkit charge, I'm gonna get a throwing knife. Or, hey man, I'm missing Derringer ammo. Can I get some Derringer ammunition, please? Yes. Here is a single bullet. Enjoy. So this is really nice, and weirdly enough, and I didn't test it to be completely honest with you, they're not mentioning the decoy fusees. So I don't know if it will only refill 1 or all 3 of them. And reduce the stamina cost for heavy attacks with the knuckle knife to allow 6 instead of 4 heavy attacks. Nice try, Dennis. I will probably still not buy it. Okay. And oh my god, we have the Avtomat Rework. So, first of all, we have a different model now. Not that that really matters. However, they increased the fire rate. So, you know, everybody is saying they are going to nerf the Avtomat. I'm not 100% convinced. I think they're changing it, but I wouldn't really call it a nerf. Let's see. So the fire rate goes up. The minimum amount of bullets fired per burst goes up from 2 to 3. Now everybody will be like, oh, this is not really a nerf, man. I got the timing down. I shoot 1 bullet and weapon switch before the gun is using the second one. This will not work. Once you pull the trigger, immediately weapon switch, it will still consume 3 bullets. And that's actually a huge deal, because if you're bursting at mid or long range, man, you're gonna run dry real fast. I actually bought some ammo boxes on a test server, and you guys know I never buy them. Then what else do we have? Reduce weapon handling by making recoil hard to control during rapid fire. Yeah, so the recoil, it kicks, it's insane. Like, if you do not control the recoil, you will shoot at the moon after the third or fourth bullet. It's pretty nuts. So that definitely, like, the recoil got definitely increased. Reduce the initial accuracy when fired from the shoulder. I cannot confirm this actually. I shot a few AI and the first bullet seems to always hit the target, at least at 60-70 meters, you know? So long range it might be different. However, yeah, it's great because you lose 3 bullets, so do not recommend that. Yeah, and we already had that one. Exactly. When firing a 3-shot burst and for swapping weapons to cancel firing, yeah, this is not working anymore. And reduce the cost slightly. See further below in the store section. It's not much, I think it's 1.2 something K, so I think got reduced by a couple $100. It's not a huge deal, but hey. Is the Avtomat now nerfed? I'm not so sure about that, to be completely honest with you guys. It seems like close range to mid-range, that thing will be still insane, which is fine because you pay a 4-digit amount of dollars. At long range it might be shit, and even at mid-range it will be not that great anymore, because if you miss your first bullet, I guarantee you the second and the third bullet will miss as well, if you not totally mis-aimed at the beginning. So you will lose lots of ammo. That's probably the biggest deal right now. Close range, the increased fire rate is nuts, and the 3-tap burst is, or 3-tap, like the 3 burst is also, man, I would say that's an increase. I don't know yet. So I think they shifted the Avtomat from mid-range to even closer range and nerfed it for long range. So it got shifted from this short to mid-range plus to short range, mid-range minus. Is that a nerf? We will see. I mean, let's test it a bit. I don't know. Let's see. And then we have legendary changes, which will be pretty nice. So if you buy a legendary hunter, you will get automatically one for free. That is nice. Also, and I think this is really important, you can now recruit them as often as you like. I don't know why that wasn't in there before. You can buy any legendary equipment with the same limitations as for regular equipment. And that's huge. So every hunter can have any legendary gear. And this will be nice. So amazing. There will also be some new legendary weapons. We will have the conversion chain pistol, the one that won the community event, as far as I recall. And then we have the saber and the Martini Henry, both for 400 blood bonds, so you can buy them without any DLC, which is nice. And we have the redneck for 500 blood bonds. However, if you use the redneck, it seems like your IQ is dropping to, I don't know, double digits. Just, you know, grab a cold one and chill on a bench.
Hold my wiener.
Wait, what?
What?
I mean, what?
Y'all want to
What
see my
tarnation?
third nipple?
I see it. It's right there.
Oh.
Let's go. I can even see them firing there at the fence already.
They just want to try out that
So-
lever in.
One of our 2 teams will have a very short experience.
Hey, that's a good shit, man.
Mixed in with a little bit of cocaine.
Over there, you fucking idiots.
What you got over here?
At least do it with a pitchfork, Morns.
Damn!
Cletus, did you see that shot?
Knock me need a new underwear.
Is there even more?
I ain't got no underwear.
Or was it only one?
Kidding, I ain't got none.
Where did you kill him?
I don't know what
I
the
smell
fuck
great.
you're talking about.
I smell like lilac and gooseberries.
Oh, baby.
And we have two more things. One is the new fanning, so the bloomer fanning got increased. Not so sure if I like that. It was necessary, I think, for a few weapons. Definitely not the uppercut, but the packs with fanning was really massive. I don't know how I feel that my silenced gun now is not a laser beam anymore. Sure, dude, it's sitting now at a massive damage, but they increased the damage and reduced the accuracy. And I somehow don't like that the RNG is going up. Not a fan. I do understand what they're doing it. Like, they touched levering, so fanning as well, and I think it's fine. It's still good, don't get me wrong, I played it on the test server. And I think I'm just here a little bit too biased. I have to admit, I think I'm too biased. I like fanning a lot, I like fanning with my laser beams, and this might still be a thing, but not on the same level. So, maybe rip meme slinger. Sad face. And then the last thing is the death screen. And I agree with most of the stuff they added with 1.3, but the death screen is not good, in my opinion. Always keep in mind if I say something is not good or something great, always add, in my opinion. Why? Again, you can see the prestige level of the player. And we got rid of that in the past because, well, there was a reason for that, right? People got killed and I saw a massive ELO number on the death screen. And they're like, oh my god, the ELO level is broken and no. And everybody was crying. And it was just fucking annoying, to be completely honest with you. I sound maybe a little bit like a dick, but that's how it is, okay? And so they got rid of that. And they bring it back. I don't understand. I don't understand. Just to explain the ELO a little bit, it has nothing to do with your hunter level, it has nothing to do with your bloodline level, and it has nothing to do with your prestige level. So you can be prestige 4 if you're good at the fucking game. You can be matched with prestige 50 plus. No issue. This has nothing to do with the matchmaking. And on top, you have to keep in mind that the matchmaking always tries to get full matches and not balanced matches. But yeah. So I don't know why the prestige number is coming back. So I'm not a huge fan of that one. That's the first thing. Second thing, you see the hunter skin. We are playing a game where you have to fight for almost every bit of intel there is. And suddenly they're showing the skin. This is huge. I can now tell my teammates, hey man, I got killed, weapon, distance, and skin. So there is no, they kill the hunter with the skin and then they know, okay, the killer is dead. If you killed somebody now or in the past, you're like, was that the guy that killed my teammate? Is it a solo? Does he have a teammate? You don't know. And now you can at least confirm, hey man, that guy most likely killed my teammate. Yeah, sure, they could have the same skin and blah, blah, blah. But I think you understand my point. So not a huge fan of that. Then, the damage history is pretty nice though. I like that. The rework is sweet. The whole death screen interface, let me cut to the point. I think the death screen was nothing that needed to be changed. I don't know why they put resources and time into that, and then reverted stuff that everybody or most of the people agreed was not good, like for example prestige number and stuff like that. But okay, they will definitely have their reasons for that. And yeah, let's move on to the next point, I would say. So I think these are the major changes. There are a bit more. For example, they reworked a little bit the lobby screen. You can now see the stats from teammates and stuff like that. A few audio things have changed. For example, the branches and footsteps from teammates. And some costs of the weapons got adjusted. Like the Bornheim is now finally a little bit more expensive. So that's nice. But honestly, I think you can read them for yourself. Otherwise, it's just me reading the patch notes, because there's not really anything that I can add regarding value. I personally think that 1.3 will be a very good patch. The meta right now was long enough, and to be honest, it was one of the slower ones and rather tiresome ones. I hope people will play a little bit more aggressively and less campy, we will see. Again, if you're concerned, you can use the feedback link and message Crytek directly and give them some feedback. I'm gonna release this video hopefully right when the patch drops. So I will go live the moment it's on the live server. I hope nothing goes wrong with the video. I will take my boys on the bio maps and we will see how it goes. We will see how the community will like 1.3. Go out there, hunt some, get some bounty, and I see you there. So let's see how this video will go. I'm really not a huge fan of patch note videos. Let me know if I should do them again. Thank you to my patrons. You guys don't need any patch. You're already OP anyway. Thank you for watching. Feel free to check out the channel. It's not just patch videos. If you're interested in VR, you can check out my second channel for some gameplay videos. I see you in the next one. Until then, have a good day and bye bye.